Microphone check, microphone check, microphone check. What's good? It's Brian knocking. Yo, Brian knocking, Brian knocking. Cut cloth, the cut cloth empire, the Brian knocking show, all of the above. Was just sitting here. I've been wanting to get to you guys over the weekend. Hadn't had the time to get to you guys over the weekend via podcast. It's always been my plan. You know what? What I got to do is when I'm sitting here with my brother, I got to pull up these mics and we just start talking, man. Because me and my brother be having some deep conversations. We start just talking and blazing and all this stuff. And we start having some deep conversations. Then Dad comes in and we start having some more deep conversations. And I never record, but I finally got to throw the mic on. I'm sitting here solo. Shout out to Cut Cloth, Dave, and Dave. Shout out to Jabril. Shout out to Fat Boy. Shout out to everybody, Little Ninja, everybody who's involved with it. Shout out to Brahma Bull. Shout out to Grindfest Radio. Shout out to everybody, man. I just really, really love everybody. It's about love. It's about growth. It's about hip-hop wisdom. You know me and Dave, we always talk about hip-hop wisdom. When I'm sitting with Dave, I always talk about hip-hop wisdom and enlightening the kids on hip-hop and where it came from and each level, each step. Me and Fat Boy been having some dope conversations over the weekend about different stuff, like accepting the artists for who they are, their music, not judging them for the media stuff and all that stuff. And it's just a lot of stuff, crazy stuff, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in media. I don't. What I was trying to explain to Fat Boy is that at some point in my career with this podcast stuff, I felt as if, how could I say, everybody was reporting on the same thing. Everybody was reporting on the same thing. Everybody was reporting on whatever news media gave them. I don't know if they're creating these so-called industry plants or whatever. I don't know. Because in reality, at the end of the day, what so-and-so is doing does not affect me. No company is paying me to report on these people doing these crazy things in social media to get attention. And there's some things that I support and there's some things that I don't support. You know what I mean? There's an image that Brian Knockin wants to put to the people. And it's a combination of things that I've saw. My grandmother and grandfather on my mom's side moved to San Francisco from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. I don't know what year exactly, but my grandfather, he was an architect on a lot of buildings in San Francisco, and there's a lot of deep history in my family in San Francisco. And I was raised in San Jose on a cul-de-sac that my grandmother had saw this area called San Jose, and she told her husband that she wanted to move there, and my grandfather bought a house here in San Jose. And I see so many different things, so many different walks of life, so many different people who motivate me, and I'm molded by from my family in Oakland, from my family in San Francisco, from my family in Ohio. There's so many different things. Hip hop itself, growing up in the hip hop culture, all the way from the Run DMCs and the LLs to the NWAs and the Ice Cubes and Public Enemies, and to the current Kendricks, the J. Coles, the Little Uzi Verts, the 6ix9ines, all of the hip hop over the years, Somewhere in my hip hop journey, I decided that I don't want to report on this and that going on in media culture, because we have enough reporters reporting on these instances that these people are doing and the things that are going on. I don't want to be the reporter. And I don't want to be studying everybody's move for move. I don't want to be studying everybody's music, like to figure out if it's good to me or it's not good to me. That is irrelevant, whether their music is good to me or not. When I listen to something and it gives me the come out of my mouth, it's not good, it's trash. That's weak. Why? You know what I mean? Like, I find the good stuff that I like, I listen to it, and I tell you, hey, I love this. Well, I don't want to talk about somebody's music that I don't like. I don't want to talk about somebody's mistakes in life. I'm not religious, but in the religion that I was raised in, it says God is the only judge, and to judge others is a sin. I am not religious, but in the religion that I was raised in, it tells you God is the only judge. And a sin, it is actually a sin to judge others. So, every day I wake up and, the things that you do when you wake up, you research social media. Sometimes I see all this stuff, all my friends, all the different people that I came across over the years talking about this, talking about that. All the support me. Oh, this is the truth. The truth is this. The truth is that. Blah, 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 blah. If you're not in tune with this, blah, 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 blah. And all that makes me want to do is leave social media. Without knocking apparel, without cut cloth, without lavish house entertainment, there would be really no reason for me to stay on social media. If I didn't have to work this freaking gritty, exhausting schedule, I would rather just chill with all my friends. I don't want to know what I don't care. I don't care, but I want to hang out with you in person. I want to come see you in person. I want to go eat together in person. I want to go have a drink in person. I want to go sit down on a Friday or Saturday night at my crib or your crib in person. You know what I mean? Like, these are things that I want to do in person. Maybe I could catch up with you on social media, but I should be spending my time with you in person. We should be going to the city and walking Fort Mason in person, enjoying the fresh air, maybe grabbing some rent-a-bikes, enjoying the fresh air. Time is precious. Time is precious, yo. As I say, I'm an Uber driver. I drive Uber. I meet so many people. They humble me in so many different ways. Time is precious, yo. Live your life. Live your life as you can. Do as you can. You know what I mean? Do as you love. Do as who you are. I've been, watching people over the years and watching myself, and this tweet I came up the other day. It said, you are in competition with only one person. That is yourself. You are only in competition with one person. That is yourself. Made me look over my discography. And I was like, yo, each time I made a project, I went back to that project and compared that project to where I was at. I always knew it was about DJ B knocking. It was about Brian knocking, Each time I made a new hoodie, I strive to make it better than the last. Even with what I want to do next, it's to make it better than the flagship. I want to bring the flagship in many colors. I want many people to wear the flagship. I want many people to wear my next 2 designs. You know what I mean? Like, it's a dream that I have. I believe in myself. I'm going to make it happen. You see it. People tell me, they say, I see people in your clothing. I see people tweeting your music. I see people talking about you. That's what I wanted to make. What I talk about is my grind, my struggle, my life, my love, the wisdom that came from me from the things that I've done, the mistakes I've made, the looking at the mistakes that I made and trying to better myself, to humble myself, thinking about the things that I've said over the years, the things that I've said to people that I love, knowing I could do better, knowing I could be better, thinking about situations, and not thinking about situations to dwell on them, just looking at them as like, hey, the next time this situation happens, I want to be a better person. I want to be better. It's a struggle, y'all. It's a struggle. If you're not analyzing each situation, if you're not taking the pros and cons, thinking about the pros, where it led you, the cons, where it dropped you, the defeat, the wins. You get what I'm saying? So again, DJ be knocking, Spotify, Apple, Tidal, Amazon, Google Play, whatever. Brian knocking, Amazon, Tidal, Google Play, Apple Music, iTunes, whatever. Find all that. Look at my discography. Think about all the things. I don't know if you watched. You could even look on Knockin' Apparel on Instagram and look at the evolution of the different sweatshirts. How the first ones had the Knockin' Brian Knockin' show, and now the new ones are tagged. They have their tag with the medium, the small, the extra large, the kids, infinite kids. Whether I ever get rich or I am rich or whether or not I get to buy my mom that house, I'm going to try. It's in my goals. It's on the bucket list. That bucket is the grave. I'm going to do it. What other people are doing are irrelevant to me. What other people are doing is irrelevant to my future. What this person got in trouble for is irrelevant. Only thing that's important is what I'm doing for me and how I've set that goal to do it for my family and to do it for the loved ones that I love. Time is short. I want your time. I want your love. I want your attention. I demand it. And without it, we have nothing. Without love, we have nothing. Without positivity, we have nothing. Beliefs, opinions, all that stuff. I just want to keep that in the closet and work on myself at being a better person with you, and you. What can you do to better your life? How could you make your life better? What is your goal? Who supports your goal? Who believes in your goal? Who motivates you to be better at your goal? You know? So make sure you stay up to date with us. This is the Cut Cloth Empire. This is Brian Knockin. I am Brian Knockin of the Cut Cloth Empire. I am the Brian Knockin Show. www.knockinapparel.com. More to come. We're going to keep feeding you guys with great love, great inspirational stories. And, you know, it's another day to achieve. Plan. Get the plan done. Execute the plan. Build another plan. Move on to the next plan. Start. Overview. Rework. Execute. Start. Work. Overlook. Finish. Execute. Deliver. Go deliver to the world. Stop letting the world hold you back, because the world is not holding you back. The world is infinite. There's a lot of abundance right there. You can do whatever you want to do. You can make it happen. Don't stop. Give it to the people. Let it go. I let it go. That's what this segment that I'm giving right now is about. Letting it go. So, hey man, I just want to say, let it go. Make all your dreams come true. This is Brian Knockin, Cut Cloth. We'll return to you with the Cut Cloth Empire. We're going to be giving you a podcast pretty soon. So in between then, you might hear from me. It's lit. Y'all have a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed life. Share some love, keep working, and go.